At 11 o'clock, we got Alabama State traveling to number 25 Auburn, favorite with 49.5 points in this game on the SEC Network. Let's start with Alabama State first. They ended up starting the season 1-0, have a 14-13 win over Miles College, a Division II college, so not ideal there. You want to look good if you're Alabama State. Ryan Nettles went 19-29, threw for 186 yards, no passing touchdowns, but he did have a rushing touchdown in the game. Ezra Gray had actually going back to Ryan Nettles. He's actually he was a finalist for Jerry Rice Award last year. That's the award. If you didn't know, it's the FCS award for best freshman. So actually pretty impressive. Ryan Nettles could be pretty solid this year. Obviously not good enough to beat Auburn, but you're gonna have to rely on a lot of him if you want to beat Auburn. Ezra Gray ended up having 10 carries for 67 yards. Jeremiah Hickson ended up having 8 receptions for 92 yards. They fumbled 3 times in this game trying to... that's something you can't do against Auburn and expect to win. So, Bo Nix had probably his best game against Akron. Obviously, they started out 1-0. They had a 60-10 win over Akron. Bo Nix went 20-22, threw for 275 yards and 3 touchdowns. He set the school record completion percentage with at least 20 throws at 90.9%. His previous best completion percentage was 76.7%. So obviously not the best completion percentage before that. They ended up having 612 total yards of offense, but I'll get to that later. They had Tank Bigsby. Obviously, Tank Bigsby is set to be one of the top running backs in the next draft. Tank Bigsby ended up having 13 carries for 119 yards. And I don't know if he's a freshman. He's a junior, sophomore. I don't know. He might not be in the next draft, but he's one of the best running backs in the entire NCAA. Tank Bigsby had 13 carries for 119 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jarquez Hunter, though, their number 2 back, which means that they're going to have a really good 1-2 punch this year, ended up having 9 carries for 110 yards and a touchdown. So, again, both had very solid days on the ground. Cedric Jackson had 5 catches for 79 yards. Again, trying to fill that role that Anthony Schwartz left last year. I don't know if he's going to fill it, but he definitely looks somewhat solid this year. So it's quite interesting. So what do I think about this game? I think Auburn's going to win. I think Auburn's going to be undefeated heading into Penn State. And it's going to be nice because I don't think Auburn's all that good of a team. I think they're a tad overrated because they've been playing such horrible teams in Akron and now Alabama State. So now they're going to be in the top 20 heading into Penn State, which is going to be really interesting in Beaver Stadium. So I don't know. I think this Auburn team's a little bit overrated. I think 25 is a little bit too high. I think Kansas State deserved to be in the top 25 over Auburn. But if we're going to be honest, Alabama State is not a good enough team to beat Auburn, even if Auburn is a team I think is overrated. So obviously give me Alabama State to lose and Auburn to cover that 49.5 point spread.